humility. So I thought God needed a son. It was about time something was done. I made out a great plan to save the world for the children. So I thought God was getting old, at least his veins must be running cold. Perhaps I could warm his heart, at least I would make a start. So I knew that old ladies and little children loved me. I knew I had to make the world a safer place for them, so they would not be left crying, so no one would have to wipe the teardrops from their faces. You find yourself on the highway looking for the celestial throne. You experience the wines and the water rolls as you trip along to your little goals. I used to tell my friends that when they approached the seat, it would be someone they knew well who occupied the throne. As you might imagine, that didn't go down a treat. But you know, I want to do right. If I'm going to be the king, then I want the rhythm in line, in tune with everything. Life is what you make it. I wanted it to be mine. I was sure I was going to take it, to confound the masters of the world, not to be transfixed by the lure of the girls. It was sure nice to be with my lover. He wouldn't make me duck to cream his flesh, to lick and suck, to control his way of breathing, the bitterest grape that I've ever plucked. To be the wisest man that ever lived, better known as the greatest of them all. To have all men bow down to me they'd freely give their soul. All men would come to me for the judgment of wisdom, over which Solomon would have struggled for a decision. I could not be overtaken, let alone even be touched. So why was it that I was not sat on the throne, where I obviously belonged? Why was it that no one bowed down to me or listened to my song? I did not set out to be evil or to fall into Satan's grip. I don't know if it was just that I was not looking, or was it that I just slipped. I just know I went to a christening. I have to admit I was always listening. That's maybe the reason I didn't hear myself fall into the pit. I saw the great Satan laughing as I knelt in my lover's blood and sucked. So now I know I am not God. So now I know I am not Jesus either. I suppose I didn't know he had a son. If I had, I might not have even listened to him. I accept that all these years I upheld a crazy dream, but not wasted, never wasted, just tasted the bitter fruit of undiluted stupidity. I could go on about the things I have done, but it would just be a shame. Humility. What I want to do now is become the insignificant street sweeper, leaning on the brush in the celestial city. Lean.